All right, so now that I've been home for a bit, earlier the car was starting and I turned it off and parked it in this garage and it wouldn't start. So I'm gonna do it again. Nothing. So over here, I don't see the lights dimming at all. So I don't think it's anything with the wiring. The starter seems fine, but you never know. Let's shift it to neutral if I can. Nothing. I do hear it trying to click, like the ignition switch is working, but nothing else. So this is just my rough 5-minute test of the TL, and I think what I might have to do is play around with the starter relay. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that now. So somewhere in here is the starter relay. I would probably benefit with some light, but let's take off the fuse box cover. Just gonna pull it right over here. This doesn't actually let you access your fuses. You actually have to take out this whole panel, which I'm gonna have to do. All right, so earlier I took out the fuse cover, and you see here it just says you just pull in the direction of where your hand is, so you pull forward and it slides right out. You see all these fuses here. I need to take off this panel here because the starter relay is somewhere up here. I'm gonna give it a little small tug, but it's not coming out, so what I need to do is move the exterior trim on this side just to give a little access. As you can see, I have access there now. I just had to pull out this little plastic trim. It gives me a little bit more room to pull. So quite a bit of plastic, hard to move, but we'll see what happens. There you go, you pull up a little bit. You actually have to move the footrest. I pull out a little bit, came out, no problem there. And then after that, this should just slide out pretty easy. Probably just one plastic clip on the side there. Nothing broke. You can see the clips are still intact there. And this one is missing a clip, but it's just still on the bottom part there, so we can pull that out later. But we have all the plastic trim removed. So just in sequence, you want to lift the panel out a little bit so it releases it from this clip. Remove the footrest, and then you can pull the rest out. If you can see where my hand is, I'm pointing at the starter relay. It's the bottom right side, and that's what we need to pull out. So generally pliers. I don't think I can pull this with my hand. I can't, so I'm gonna come back and grab some needle nails. And now let's take out that starter relay. In order to take it out, I just got some pliers, just pull out all the way. There you go. And that is it. There's the part number. Let's go ahead and take a look at it. All right, so I just picked up a new relay switch. This is the old one, Omron G8HL H71. It's 12 volt, 120 amp. Made in the USA. I think the part number is 0528A12R if you're looking to get the exact same one. I just ran over to Napa. They had it in stock. I just picked up this starter relay. In terms of price, $9.99, pretty cheap. Unbranded, but it has the same amount of pins, so check that out. It's the same exact one. So I'm gonna go ahead and just swap it out and see if this fixes my problem, because this is probably one of the most inexpensive parts. Part number AR6242. It's a Napa part, but they just had it in stock, so I'm pretty excited to just throw it in and see what happens. All right, so we're back here, and we're just going to install the starter relay back on. So it's pretty much going back in the same direction as we took it out. There you go. So it just needed to slide in right there. So now that I have it in, I'm just going to press down. And it's in. And let's go ahead and give it a start. Relay switch in. Let's see if this fixes our problem. No, same problem. Well, it just started, but not consistently. So car's on. All right, so with the new starter switch installed, we're just gonna put everything back at this point. You just need to clip everything back where it came from. So I'm just gonna slide this in. There you go. And then we just need to put this cover back on. And the way we had it was, let's see, the opposite direction, so this direction. Alright, once that pops back in, we just need to slide the fuse panel back on. And it's going to come from underneath. Just slide in like that. If we ever need to pull it out, we just pull it from here. And then last but not least, just the trim. So you just kind of just warp the trim back in slowly. Just make sure it covers all the plastic. This is your rubber weathering seal so rain doesn't come in. So just make sure it's in. And that's it. That's how you replace the starter switch. Now, this might not fix the starting problem for you, but if you just needed to know how to replace it, or if you're having that problem, this is where you go. Thanks for watching and have a good one.